good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Presently, we are here in your past, speaking to you in our future. It boggles the mind. You are turning into episode 7 of the Brothers from Another Mothership podcast, BFAM for short, as we want y'all to be a part of our family. This is a monthly video game podcast from 4 brothers from other mothers, which may or may not involve extraterrestrial life. And if you could rate the show 5 stars on your podcast platform of choice, we greatly appreciate it. I'm Quagmire, also known as the Quaggy King of the Xenobabes, and I am here with my 3 brothers, of course, but I'm also really happy here that we have our special guest, JB, here today. JB, how you doing today, man?
Doing good. How are y'all doing today? I'm glad to be here.
Doing
Excellent.
Fantastic now.
Yeah, excellent.
Glad you're
Very
here.
excited.
Yeah,
But
thank you
of
for
course,
having
as
me.
always, of course, yeah, glad you could come. As always, we got Ron. Ron, how you doing today, man?
I'm doing well. Conductor, I got to give you your flowers. You're really starting to nail this intro thing down. I just want to put that out there.
Well, thank you. I hope that as you keep adding nicknames to me, with you being the forgetter, I just hope you don't forget any of them. So
I will.
Oh, okay.
At some point.
Got
It
it.
really depends.
Got it.
Don't you
All
worry. I have a list.
Perfect. Thank you. And of course, we got Matt. Matt, how you doing today, man?
Good. Very excited to be here. And you know what? Ron's not wrong. I can confirm, having to do a few episodes where I had to be lead. That is a very hard intro to do. That is quite accurate. It is not easy, and you make it so smooth and silky. Very well done, sir.
My wife hates it because I basically recite it every night before bed, but I'm glad that the practice pays off. So I appreciate that. Thank you.
There you go.
But last but not least, we have the father of the Marcus Network himself. Marcus, how you doing today, man?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm not going to compliment you on your intro.
Okay.
You are doing an okay job, but
Damn.
that's enough. That's enough praise, I think. So I think we could just move on.
See, Claude was right.
God was right. Good God.
No
Claude
worries,
was right.
Marcus. Again, I can appreciate that. Just know you'll probably have more snow tomorrow. So
It's probably you're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
That's crazy.
He deserves that. He deserves that, Matt. Don't feel bad.
Oh my gosh. This is where we're starting off with. Okay.
off the rails at the beginning. Just the way we roll.
It's
So,
fine.
JB might be regretting his decision on coming on.
I love it. I'm loving every second of it.
He loves it.
But yeah, we asked JB to come on because we kind of wanted to at some point kind of talk about video game music, and really we realized that the 4 brothers, while we appreciate music, we know nothing about it. At least speaking for myself, I know nothing about it. As my grandfather says, I can't carry a tune in a bucket, so you definitely can't even handle that. So, but really just wanted to bring JB in and kind of discuss his vast musical knowledge. So. JB, if you don't mind, we do have a few questions we'd like to ask you.
Shoot, go for it. I'm here for it. Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's run it.
Do you remember how or when your love for music started?
Well, the typical story that most people have with music, especially people from my community and such, is that I did grow up in the church. So obviously singing in choirs and stuff like that. I sung when I was in high school and middle school, all the other good stuff. So it was kind of just a natural progression of me just taking in all of these different genres, hip hop, R&B, gospel. And then to the point where I started finding stuff myself, the rock, electronic music, all this other stuff, where I just slowly fell in love with it. Cause now I'm remembering songs. Now I'm remembering artists. I'm remembering things like that. So I don't know an exact point of when it happened. But I do for sure. I will say the one memory I always think of how I fell in love with music is T-Pain, because it's always a memory I have in my head of me sitting in the back seat and T-Pain started playing on the radio, and I think it was Buy You a Drink, and I always remember that. So that's kind of where I go with music, where I'm like, that was it. Probably the moment right there when I heard that, I was like, oh nah, this is it. Okay, I like this. I like this.
Do you have a musical family, JB? Because I don't, and so my parents would listen to cassette tapes, was what it was at the time, but it was but we have some, I don't know. Cat Stevens was a big thing. My dad loves kind of folky, kind of late 70s or mid to late 70s kind of music. So I remember that growing up as a kid, but nobody was musical in my household. So I'm curious, to get into music, did you have that influences a little bit?
What's crazy is I don't say I do, at least. Like, I'm really the only one that's like pursuing music and like I'm really good at it, and I'm the singer, I'm the all this type of stuff. Like, my dad always says he wanted to be a singer, but he just never went for it. And like, he can sing, but like, it's dad singing, you feel me? My older brother, who's also a pastor, he can sing, but it's older brother Josh singing, you feel me? So I'm the only one like out the fam. Like, I'll say this is really funny. They actually brought this up last week because we were doing like practice for something. One of them was like, "Nah, that's Lil Mike right there," because that's what he used to call me. They used to call me Young Mike Jack, like Young Michael Jackson, because I was singing, dancing, and doing all this stuff at church
there we go.
all the time. So in the immediate family, it's really me. I'll say I do have one side, my aunts and all that, and my cousins. They do play like church music and stuff like that. They do gospel stuff a lot, and I actually do have a really, not say really famous. Really famous is crazy. I do have a gospel singer who is a cousin. My cousin of mine is a gospel singer. He's a little bit bigger in the industry and stuff like that now. So immediate family, like mother, father, brother, sister, no. But I do have cousins and stuff who are really, really good at what they do. So,
all right,
that's really cool. Do you remember like when you started making music?
I started making music in 2018. Okay. And I started taking it seriously 2019. 2018, I ended up getting like this little MIDI keyboard, which is literally just like a keyboard, has some pads on it, keys, that's it. And it came with the program to make music. At the time, I was like, I just want to try it, whatever. And I started trying it. I was playing around with it, cool. When I got into college for that first semester, that's when I really started doing it. And I actually had to leave college because your boy is broke. So I started working, and one of my coworkers, I was letting her listen to it, and her boyfriend is a rapper, a local rapper. So she was just like, well, Jonathan, if you don't start now, when are you going to start? And like, that was the push that I needed. Plus it was some more stuff that happened like before that, I will also say. But that was the push to at least get me to take it as serious as I am. To pursue it, it was somebody else. Shout out my best friend's dad. His name is also Marcus. But he was somebody, because he used to rap back in the day and stuff like that too. Really fun fact, he actually has a writing credit on the new J. Cole album. But wow. He pushed me, and then my other friend, Eternity, she was the one that was like, if you're not gonna start now, like, when are you gonna do it? And then after that, it's just been, I've been on 10. You feel me?
That's awesome. It's good to have a friend like that just, tells you how it is.
Yeah, and it was crazy because like we knew each other, but we weren't like that close yet. So for her to just see that in me, I was like, okay, I have to do this. Like, I have to be made for this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just starting, like, really getting good at it. And for her to be like, if you're not going to start now, when are you? Like, okay, bet. Let's rock this. Let's see where we can go with this. And I mean, look where we at now. So
that's awesome.
Thank goodness. I that's amazing that somebody pushed you. And I don't know if we've done this yet, but if we haven't, like, it's time to rip open the curtain in the fourth wall. Have we mentioned that JB's the one that did the music for our podcast? Not one track, but both tracks.
I think on our very first episode, I think we shouted him out.
Yeah,
right.
I haven't done it today yet, though. Good call, Matt.
So give us a peek behind the curtain. Like, how'd you come up with these bangers? Not one, but two.
Again, it's just like, it's weird for me to like say my process, because it really is like you give me a vibe and I just match it. You feel me? Okay. I had fun with both of them, though. I'll say that much. I'll at least give you that. Once you guys told me exactly what you wanted, it was like it didn't take too long for me to really sit down and just like play with the idea. And it's funny because I always do it where I'm like, especially when I'm doing stuff for other people, I make like I make like 1 to 3, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna send the first one. If they don't like the first one, I'll send it the second one. And it just happened that the first one I sent, if I'm correct, I believe the first one I sent, it was just a go. I was like, okay, we're good. So yeah, it's just a match a vibe. You tell me what you want, I got you.
That's amazing, man. I remember when we were, coming up with this podcast, and obviously every podcast needs artwork, you need music. Like, it wasn't even like a debate or discussion. It's like, we gotta get JB to do the sound.
Yeah, that was an instant thing. Yeah.
Thank you. I
Instant.
appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Right
I'm glad
away.
that I'm glad y'all think about me. You feel me?
And it's funny that you mentioned that like it's hard to discuss the process. Like even the four of us, like we're not musical, so even I'm sure
Definitely not.
it was hard for us to describe like what we wanted from a soundtrack to you, but we did our best to convey.
And that's the thing,
Like,
like y'all's description, it was good. I promise you, it was
was it
good.
okay?
Like you gave, and it was even better because y'all at least gave me a reference. Once y'all gave me the reference, that really
Okay.
was the thing where I was like, okay, I know what lane to at least go with. You know, I kind of know, like I listen to drum patterns, listen to like chords and stuff like that, and I'm like, okay, this is kind of where I need to go with it. You know.
When JB's done he did the TGC Tiny Game Chronicles intros as well. I know, and countless other podcasts. I'm sure. I know that you've definitely worked on
countless.
yeah. So
Yeah, man.
have you ever? I don't know the answer to this, so I didn't want to assume. Have you ever done any music for any video game or any sort of that? Do you have any desire to? If not,
Not yet. I definitely that is like for me my like career bucket list. That's definitely on there. I do want to do music for a video game at some point. Okay. Whatever game it is, I'm down. I'm down for whatever as long as it kind of like fits with the vibe. Like if I can get like a Jet Set Radio type thing, 100%. I'm hitting that out the park.
That'll be perfect. Yeah.
Very nice.
Awesome. JB, what do you look for in video game music?
Really just I don't know, like whatever just sticks with me. Like it's a vibe thing, you know. I can't explain it. I have my favorites and stuff like that. I'll say with what my number one is, because I know we discussed it. I do have a number one, and I am saying right now it is my number one. But like with that specifically, I like orchestral stuff. I love strings,
my man, same.
that type of stuff. But I also have a really deep love for the electronic side too. So whatever random beeps and boops and repeating melodies that we could do, as long as it's ear catching and like that ear candy to me, I love it. I love it.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. I want to ask, since you're the musical expert, so when it comes to video games, do you have a preference? And especially because you have a musical background, because you compose music. So I'm very curious. Do you have a preference in terms of like what kind of soundtrack is better in a video game, whether it's like composed, all original soundtrack, or stuff that's been carefully compiled together, like GTA, Vice City, Death Stranding? Like those are all licensed music, but it's carefully placed carefully in the video game, used at correct times. Like, or do you have a preference? Like, you know what? No, I don't want mainstream music. I want, like you said, composed, orchestra, whatever. Or both are good.
Yeah, both are good, but you asking me the question makes me realize that I don't really have any soundtracks that I like that pulls from, you know, other music. Because in my head, it's like, okay, the song, unless it's a song specifically made for that game, the song's purpose wasn't for the game. It's just a song that happens to fit with the game, you know? So
I didn't think of
songs
it
that are specifically made for this, to me, like meld better, which is in a weird way is kind of counterintuitive to what my number one is. But when we get there, we'll get there. You'll see what I'm saying. But if the song is specifically made for that game, I would like it more, because then the memory is connected to that game. You know, music holds memories to me. So
I love that. And as we're going to probably get into, like that is something that's super important to me too, is that remembering that part of the game, like that memory of like putting you into that spot again and reflecting back and hearing that track and being like, oh man, that was that awesome part in this part of the story or whatever. Yeah.
100%, 100%. So yeah.
I totally get that. And I think like Death Stranding is an example where it's like I know exactly what you're saying. The music that they pulled, yes, it works for the game, but you're right. These are songs that were not composed specifically for this game. But and you guys, you know, tell me if I'm wrong, which you guys do all the time. I feel like something like GTA Vice City, San Andreas. I feel like the song they picked, like yes, they weren't designed obviously for that game, but that culture and like the time frame of when it's in, like the songs they picked is kind of part of it. No, like listening to Michael Jackson in Vice City is part of being in the 80s. And like if you obviously yes, you could easily self-compose some I mean not easily, I can't do it. But a musician can self-compose, music that has an 80s vibe. But I feel like it does have more of an impact, and you can tell me if I'm wrong, by having Michael Jackson in that, or like Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg in GTA San Andreas. Like I feel like it's part of that culture. No?
I think
it's right.
I would go ahead, Ron. Yeah,
I mean, he's right about that. I mean, you can always sit there and change all the radio stations because there's a bit of everything in every single GTA. I mean, there's the things that fit the vibe for whatever that particular era is, but then you could change the station and hear something old, something completely different from like with San Andreas. Yes, the focus was more of the rap and hip hop, especially the West Coast, but you could switch a station and then you're hearing East Coast stuff or you're hearing country. So you're not wrong. They have a bit of everything for everybody in case, they don't want to listen to that particular thing. Vice City, I think, still has the better of the GTA soundtracks, mainly for the fact because the whole 80s vibe, that was great.
Yeah, I think it really works on like what the setting of the game is. Like if I'm getting Michael Jackson in my Metroidvania, that has nothing to do with like. But if I'm getting Michael Jackson in a GTA game where I'm driving around and it feels like the 80s and that works better.
Fits in, right?
Yeah, I can appreciate where you're coming from with that, Matt. It makes more sense in that setting. But if you're putting licensed music into a setting that it might be kind of a cool song and maybe it matches, I don't know, a theme or a tone, but it still isn't in the world. It's not in a, I don't know.
Yeah.
At least a fictionalized world, but that's grounded in reality at least.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And I'll even say, like, again, counteract exactly what I've said, but in a different way is Guitar Hero. Like, that put me on the rock music. You know what I'm saying? So a game like Guitar Hero obviously would need that licensed music for 100%. It to even function properly,
Sure.
But again, like, I love Guitar Hero 3. That is my jam, but I would have not known about Barracuda, all these songs without me playing Guitar Hero. But, again, it's a preference thing,
Oh, man, I miss Guitar Hero. So good.
It's so good.
It might be bringing it back.
Yeah.
Studio tour?
Who's bringing it back?
No, stage tour. You haven't heard about it? Okay. We'll have to do another news episode next month, Matt, and I'll get you caught up. Okay?
Catch me up. Yeah.
No problem. Stage tour, not studio tour. All right. JB, last kind of music-related question I wanted to ask you before we jump into our next topic is, do you have a dream IP that you'd love to make a soundtrack for?
Okay, so I know I said earlier Jet Set Radio. That would be a really fun one. Any Sonic game would be dope too, because I just have a really deep love for Sonic. I know I don't talk about it a lot, but no, me and that Blue Hedgehog, we like this. You know what I'm saying? We go way back. A Kirby game would be fun to do too. Oh my God, it was one I had on the top of my head. One thing I would love to do is kind of how they did for Mortal Kombat 1 or even for like for Kingdom Hearts 3, where they had like another artist come in and make a song specifically for that. Like with Kingdom Hearts 3, Skrillex helped Hikaru Utada, I hope I pronounced that right, make the theme song for the game. And then same with like I don't remember what rapper did the song for Mortal Kombat, the last Mortal Kombat game, but I'll be down to do something like that too. That would be dope for whatever game, really. If Sega decides to bring back Billy Hatcher, which we'll get on that later.
Took it back with that one.
if they decide to bring back Billy Hatcher, you know what I'm saying? Sega, call up your boy. You feel me? So
that's awesome. And I know Jazzy, hopefully we can check on him because I think it's the first time that Kingdom Hearts has been brought up on the BFAM podcast. So
it is the first time.
Ecstatic.
It is not the last.
Maybe.
I mean, if we brought it up, it's because he asked a question about it somehow, and then we
that's true.
Avoided it or something.
First time Kingdom Hearts has been brought up that was not Jazzy. Somehow, inserting it. Well, JB, thanks for that.
Of course, thank you.
I don't know about y'all, but I want to talk about some of our favorite video game soundtracks. What does that sound to you? How's that sound to y'all?
Yeah,
let's do it.
Let's go.
Love it.
Very excited.
All right. Well, I figured it'd be fair to have our guests go first. So JB, it sounds like you did mention you have a number 1.
I do.
So I think some of us aren't necessarily ranking, which is fine. So what's the first soundtrack that you'd like to share? You can either start with your favorite or you can save it for last.
I'm going to save my favorite for last. But the first one that I do want to bring up is Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time.
I figured Zelda would be there.
Okay.
Nice choice.
You mark that off my list then.
Okay. I knew that was it.
Damn it,
No,
Okay.
You guys
Well,
can talk about it.
Oh,
Yeah,
you guys
we
can both tag team it.
Yeah.
Me and JB
Oh.
talked. I purposely made a list of like 10.
I did not expect that to be on your list, Ron. I did not.
No, y'all can tag team
What?
it.
Ooh,
You guys
one,
both
ooh,
like
it's one
it.
of the goats, man.
Yeah, nah.
Top 3 though. Okay, yeah.
Song of
Please,
Storms,
sing its
man.
praises.
And that's
Yeah.
exactly where I was going with it. The Song of Storms
Oh.
is literally my favorite
Swag, look at
Ocarina
that.
song.
All right,
And for me
all right.
personally, whenever I think about Zelda music, I'm thinking of Ocarina of Time. All
Okay.
of the Ocarina songs, Zelda's Lullaby. Oh my gosh, why is it blanking on me? The Bolero of Fire,
That's a
the
good
Song
one.
of Time, Zelda. I said Zelda's Lullaby, Epona's song. Like, so many of those songs to me is what makes the Legend of Zelda what it is. Because I feel like even now we're in a stage where we're like so far removed from it, kind of, but we always make reference to those songs specifically. Like Zelda's Lullaby is Zelda's Lullaby, you know what I'm saying? Like, that is the song. If Zelda's on screen, you're hearing that in some way, shape, or fashion, whether it be it's interpolated, which means that it's kind of like played throughout it, or like sampled in some way. Like, those songs are always omnipresent in the Zelda universe now, So I love it. That's my favorite Zelda game as well. Ocarina of Time, that's top for me. So yeah, no, them Ocarina songs, man, I just love them. I love them.
Nice.
Great choice.
Nice,
Love
man.
that
Solid
one.
pick.
Yeah.
Ron, you feel the same way? What are your favorite soundtracks from that one?
Everything that he pretty much named, man. I mean, you can't go wrong with that one. I mean, there were so many good things. Even the battle themes were good in that one.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had a feeling. He was going to choose that. So I kind of had that toward the bottom of my list because I was just like, I got a feeling JB's going to choose this. I said so. That's why it was so easy for me to mark that right off. Like, that's cool. I got 9 others loaded up just in case. It'll be fine. It'll be
I'll
fine.
be here a while.
That's okay.
I'm not saying on 9, Quack.
Hey, I could have said some honorable mentions. I wrote 10 as well. So.
You guys, that's a good pick. I gotta ask.
It's a damn good pick. Yeah.
Has everyone played, or is it okay if I spoil Tears of the Kingdom? If it's not okay, I won't talk about it.
You don't have to
but
worry. I'm not going to play that.
I'm
right, hold on.
definitely not going to
So-
play it.
Audience, this is your warning.
Yes.
Okay. If you have not played Tears of the Kingdom yet, then you've been warned. I want to get
Here's
any
your
angry
warning.
comments.
I'm gonna agree with JB in terms of like at least for me too, because Ocarina of Time was my first Zelda game. Yes, shame on me for not playing Link to the Past. Haven't played it, still haven't played it. Ocarina of Time is the first one, so that music does stand out to me. And Tears of the Kingdom has one of the best Zelda stories about her.
Yeah,
If you played
I
it, you
agree.
know what I'm talking about. And if you played the game, you know what I'm talking about. In the beginning of the game, Zelda falls and you're as Link and you try to grab her and you miss. And it's like, oh, and then that kind of spills into the rest of the game. The end of the game, you get brought back to a very similar moment where Zelda's falling and you got to catch her. And then this time, you finally do, you catch her, you save her. And it's just this epic moment. And when you guys land, I'm not joking, this part made me cry. They put on Zelda's Lullaby. And I was like, they knew it. They knew exactly
I got
how to
chills
get
just
me
you saying
in-
it again because
in
I'm
that
just
moment.
visualizing it. Oh my gosh.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes,
that
it's such a good
made me
moment.
cry. It was epic because if I recall correctly, like Tears of the Kingdom doesn't use older soundtrack. It has original music.
Yeah,
But
it's
like you
mostly
said,
original.
Zelda, they know. Like when people think of Zelda, when they want that moment, they're going back to Ocarina of Time. And there's other Zelda themes, but they use that one. JB's right. And yeah, at Tears of the Kingdom, after he catches at the end, and you finally get that moment where they're finally reunited. I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it. I was like, damn. And they got the music coming from Zelda's Lullaby. I was like, god damn. And I feel bad if you haven't played Ocarina of Time. Because I messaged some of my friends that also played Tears of the Kingdom and like, oh, like there was like a cool moment, but they didn't know what I was talking about. And I was like,
Yeah.
Ocarina of Time music. And they're like, I didn't play it. And I was like, I feel bad that you're not getting the same feels for it. But yeah, Nintendo knows. They know how impactful that soundtrack is for sure. 100%.
Nice.
I persuaded Ron should check out Tears of the Kingdom on his Switch 2 and Epic at some point.
Whoa,
That look,
Right?
that look.
Come on.
Whoa, hold up. Like, where'd that
A
come
little
from?
bit?
Hey, Ron, we're just trying to help you. We heard how Daybreak 2 is going, okay? We're trying to get you anything off that, okay?
Here's the thing. I watched somebody play Tears of the Kingdom. I'm good.
Oh, okay.
I'm glad that person
okay.
that played it was entertained by it. I thought it was entertaining to watch. No thanks. I'm good. The last good Zelda game or great Zelda game was Wind Waker.
Wind Waker's a good one. Fair enough.
It is.
Crazy
enough.
statement. I'll keep my word over here. You feel me?
Just saying.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Good choice, man. Good choice.
Thank you.
Great choice. Great choice.
All right, Ron. Well, it seems like you have the long list to go through, so since you took Ocarina off, what do you got?
I'm gonna get to it before I think JB might.
Oh,
I'm gonna call out Kingdom Hearts, specifically 1 and 2.
Oh,
the second time? Oh, my
oh
gosh.
my
Is
God.
that on your list?
Wow.
Jazzy.
I knew it. I knew
Your
it.
my
favorite
number one.
episode.
It was my number one.
But here's the funny
Jazzy
thing.
is losing
that's
his
my number
mind
one.
right now.
For real?
He
Okay,
is
we
losing
right
his
there,
mind.
we right
All
there.
right. What's going on?
That's why I
Yeah.
have
This is
to
our
choose my
show
number
now,
one.
guys. This is our show.
Go ahead.
Specifically,
Please.
Kingdom Hearts
Jazzy
1
is
and
probably
2.
here too now.
Yeah.
Feels like
Jazz,
it.
yeah, Jazz is probably falling out of the chair.
He's-
So-
yeah.
The very first time I slept on Kingdom Hearts when it first released, I saw the Disney thing. I thought for sure that Square Enix was just going to sit there and just do cash in, whatever. Wasn't worried about it. I think they were Squaresoft at the time still. So it wasn't until people were losing their minds over Kingdom Hearts Final Mix Secret Ending when that came out.
Whew.
And that song that, besides the fact that everything that was in the secret ending was super cool looking, but man, Another Side is the name of that song. That track is amazing. I heard that and I'm just like, okay, was I wrong about this game? So I ended up buying it, playing it. I enjoyed it. But Kingdom Hearts 2 is where that soundtrack just went completely crazy. The main music, when you open it up and they got Dearly Beloved playing, the piano's going, I sat there, no lie, and listened to that for 15 minutes, just over, looping it. Beautiful track. But then it's just other tracks besides that one. Organization 13,
Yes.
amazing track. It's just like, you can count in, you can simple and clean, you can bring in passion. I prefer the passion version. That's the pretty much the piano version of that. But you just can't go wrong with any of those things. Especially Kingdom Hearts 2. That soundtrack especially is just amazing. I have like 8 songs on that thing on my Apple Music. And when we were talking about doing a soundtrack, I just started going through all my favorite soundtracks, and I fell in love with that soundtrack all over again. So Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 specific, those two, yeah, definitely my favorite gaming soundtrack.
Now, I am going to say, he's saying 1 and 2 specific, but, I love one full experience. You feel me?
I was
There we
gonna
go.
go. I knew it was
All of
coming.
the music.
Do
1,
it.
2, 3. Birth by Sleep. 3 over 65 days, whatever it was. Recoded. Chain of Memories. Like, I love every single one of these games. Kingdom Hearts is my favorite series of all time. So, this is my bag. You feel me?
And I forgot to
If you
shout
can't
out.
tell,
There
all
it
these
is.
pops are like mainly Kingdom Hearts pops. So
I forgot to
wow,
mention, too,
really?
Fate of the Unknown. That
Whew.
track, that was another secret ending track. And it's like Square knows what they're doing. The secret ending stuff, the music always nails it. So, yeah.
and Unk specifically went for like the songs that are like, specifically made for the game. And this is what I was talking about earlier. Even the songs for the worlds, going to Atlantis and you're hearing Under the Sea play in this really like fun calypso vibe. You're going to the Beauty and the Beast world and their song. Oh my gosh. Like that's when I said the whole like music to memory thing, this is exactly what I'm talking about, because I can see a picture of Beast. And the first thing I think about is the music that plays from Kingdom Hearts 2. I can see a picture of Tarzan and I start thinking about Deep Jungle. Like my memory with Alice in Wonderland is not the movie, it's the game. So it's Kingdom Hearts.
Wow.
So
All right.
like all of these songs from the original Disney songs to like the ones created for a specific character. Rock's theme song, Naminé's theme song. Oh my gosh, like Kyrie's theme song. These songs are like essential to me. I just love it. I can gush on and over about these tracks. Land of the Dragon, like the World That Never Was, like all of the I love Kingdom Hearts, guys.
Yeah, man. Look, I knew I had to get to that because I had a feeling that's gonna be somewhere on your list, and I was like, I'm not gonna steal my number one. So I was like, let me get this out of the way now.
Hollow Bastion, like, oh my goodness.
Oh man,
I did not see this coming.
I did not see this coming at all.
Really?
Get out of my head.
I didn't see this coming at all. I have never made a secret that I love Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. I have made that known. It's after that, and that I'm just like, yeah, no, I'm good. I played 3. 3 was okay. 3 was all right. I guess because it was hyped up for so long. And also, the hype was there. It never would have probably met my expectations. That's probably what it was.
Have you played Chain of Memories?
Here's the thing with Chain of Memories.
Okay.
I don't care about the battle system. That was the thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I tried it.
How much did you play?
Man, I played about maybe 40 minutes of that Game Boy Advance game.
I'm not gonna lie, because I'm the same way. I'm always that way with Chain of Memories. Chain of Memories, like, I hate it at first, but once I get used to it and I'm in there, I'm like, okay, like, this is starting to get fun now. You know, once you start getting them slights.
Who's Kiku in the Discord? She actually had sit there and sent it to me because she had it, and we were talking about it, and she's like, I'm going to send it to you because I don't want you to buy this just in case. I was like, all right, cool. Yeah, I was good. I was like, yeah,
it's valid.
I'm glad.
It's valid. I can't.
I did try it, but yeah, it's just nah.
One song real quick that I wanted to mention, even though I'm like stealing from another one. One Wing Angel is in
One Wing Angel is still in there.
Oh my god! Like, anytime you're fighting Sephiroth, Jesus, like, it's such an amazing song.
You can use that from any soundtrack.
Literally, I love this game. I love Kingdom Hearts, guys.
Well, Matt, if it's okay with you, I want to pause our rotation of songs because I'm looking at Jazzy's question here, and I feel like this is the perfect time to ask it, especially asking to JB specifically. What do you think is the best video game soundtrack of all time, and why is it the soundtrack to Kingdom Hearts?
Look at that.
That's crazy.
I thought that was going to be.
I saw that question. I started laughing at myself.
That's crazy. You feel me? Like, I mean, what other? Hold on. Let me get up the PS2 ones. Hold on. I got the OG ones too. You feel me? We stacked up. You feel me?
I still have my physical copies of those as well.
Anymore. I got DS and 3DS games over here too.
JB, damn.
So yeah, no, that's why. Because it's Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts. That's why.
There you go.
This was not on my bingo list at all.
Nope. Not at all.
I wasn't expecting to have Kingdom Hearts.
Welcome.
I'm not gonna lie.
You're welcome.
Now I have to pull out a second one. I have to pull out another one. Damn.
Listen, I don't think I'm going to play these games, but I am definitely going to check out the soundtrack at the very least. Given the side price, I'm going to hop on YouTube. I got to see what this is about.
especially for Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah, 2 specific.
Okay.
2 specifically. Yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
I'm going to check it out for sure after this. Damn.
Wow. Okay. Well, may take a little bit of time to fully recover from that. But Matt, what soundtrack do you want to talk about, friend?
Well, since the trend is like to take the ones before people steal them, I have to continue the trend. So I'm going to steal Nier Automata.
I knew it.
One of the best gaming soundtracks of all time.
Mark that off as well.
Yeah.
That's right. Hey, just menage a trois. Just jump in the conversation. I
told you I was going to steal it if you had it all there.
It's okay. Join in. We can share. There's plenty of 2B to share with everybody. It's fine. Listen, I remember picking up the game at, $20 on sale. And then before I even jumped into it, like, I was just curious. Like, I just hopped on. I'm like, oh, let me double check, like, review stores. And someone mentioned, like, best gaming soundtrack of all time. And it kept coming up. And I was like, soundtrack keeps coming up a lot. And this is stupid of me. I went to check out the soundtrack before even playing the game. And the universe just works out in very interesting ways. Like, one of the first songs that I found was Copied City. And I remember listening to this and I was like, people were not wrong. And I haven't even played the game. I haven't even been in the story. I haven't been in that moment. But I remember listening to Copied City and just stopping and just being like, what is this experience? It's not just, in my ears, like it's in my body, it's everywhere, it's in my heart, it's in my. I'm like, what is happening? And I remember playing the game, and finally getting to the actual copied city, and that slow piano riff comes in, and just the way the camera pans, and it slowly builds up. And if you've listened to the Nier Automata soundtrack, what I love about it is the fact that number one, there's obviously multiple tracks, but the composer Kaiichi Okabe, he does multiple versions of it. Like it'll be like a soft version with just a piano riff, and then there'll be like a more upbeat version, and then there's like a dynamic version with like its hard drums, and like same melody. And JB, just correct me if I'm wrong at any time misusing musical terms.
You're good. Go for it.
Like just the way he does it differently, it just gives off a different tone, even though it has like the same theme. But it's like a softer tone kind of brings it down, but the hard drums kind of amps it up. And I remember in that boss fight, I mean, if I recall correctly, like it starts off soft, and as you get into the boss fight, it kind of comes in with the drums, and I'm like, this is I think Justin Timberlake described it like, this is like music that you can see when you're listening. It just makes you see stuff, and I'm like, this is unbelievable. And yeah, the whole soundtrack is an absolute banger. And
yeah, the soundtrack's great.
There's too many soundtracks. There's too many tracks to mention that I love, but I remember that one very distinctively because it was the first one that I looked into miraculously and I found it. Another one that really gets to me is it's City Ruins, and again, there's multiple versions. The version that I like particularly is called Shade. So again, like when you're running through the forest, it's you usually hear the City Ruins soundtrack. As you progress, it's different versions. If you haven't played Nier Automata, okay, too bad, so sad. I'm about to spoil a part. Minor spoilers. Minor spoilers. Okay, this is your warning. So, in the beginning, when you're traveling with 2B and 9S, you hear City Ruins, and you hear it over and over and over again, and it becomes a very comforting song. That's the song that you hear in the main area with your partners and friends. Past the halfway point, after 2B dies, and you're traveling alone as 9S, they continue to play that song, but they twist it with the Shade version. So now this happy song that you had in the beginning has now been used to fuck you over and make you miss all the relationships and the adventures you had with 2B. So Kaiichi Okabe and Yoko Taro knew what they were doing. Like, it's this nice, beautiful song, and after a very tragic moment, they use that song against you. And I'm like, I fucking hate you, but I love you at the same time, Yoko Taro. I'm sobbing. I'm sobbing as he makes me do this, but it's just it's just incredible that he was able to use music in such a impactful way in this game. But Quag, Ron, like, you gotta tell me, like, I'm clearly this is on your list, so you obviously feel the same way about the soundtrack, but
I love the soundtrack.
Other songs that stood out to you? You love it too, right? Yeah,
I do. I thought that was one of the standout things about that game to me. Was the OST. It was fantastic. And it's one of those things, like, once again, if you want to have, like, there are certain games that can release and you play them, and no matter how you might feel about the game, whether you enjoyed it, whether you thought it was just okay, whatnot, but if the soundtrack is great, that is not going to change. That isn't going to sit and change because the music. You can put it on whether you listen to it on your computer, whether your radio, whatever, you can listen to it as much as you need to. And that was one of those things. After I finished Automata, I didn't feel the same way that everybody else did about it. I thought it was okay. But I listened to that soundtrack for probably about a good 2 weeks after I sat there and it beat the game.
Holy wow.
Because it was just great. It was just great. And that's one thing I think that I don't ever hear anybody say bad about that game. If anybody does say something bad about the OST, then I don't know what they're talking about. Because that is one thing that cannot be debated about as far as that game goes. That OST is fantastic. It is one of the great ones.
I'm gonna just jump in here. I love the soundtrack too. Like, Amusement Park.
Amusement Park is great.
I remember running around there, just making sure I had checked everything out because I was just loving the music in that. It's so catchy. I love that Pascal. I think it's Pascal track or whatever. That's a really good one
so
too.
Jovial.
Yes. I tend to gravitate, as we'll probably get into when I get into my list, but things that are a bop. Like, I want to be like bopping around to the music while I'm playing my games, and those two tracks I definitely was doing a bit of that too. So it's a great soundtrack.
Yeah, I mean, it's honestly it's one of the best. Everything y'all said is totally right though. Honestly, it's probably one of those soundtracks that is just like all killer, no filler. I can't really point to a song that I just absolutely hate.
Yeah,
Actually, I can. Emil's Shop. I hate that song. Other than that,
I don't hate it.
love...
It is the weaker. It is the weaker
It stands
of the
out
tracks.
It's kind of off. It doesn't match the rest of it, but
Yeah,
it's really odd.
It's definitely the weaker of
like,
them,
oh.
that's for sure.
Yeah, I will say that was not my favorite song from that soundtrack. But the song that always resonates the most with me, and when I do listen to the soundtrack, the one that I always go back to over and over and over is Bipolar Nightmare. The
good
part
choice.
of that game, I will not spoil it, unlike Matt. 'Cause
Sorry.
Matt, we're trying to get people to play the game. If you spoil it, then they won't play it. The part of that game, obviously is just so intense. It's getting into a pretty, one of the final, boss battles. And I can't think of, a better way to, represent, how intense that this fight is getting. How, life or death and just that song, it captures that perfectly.
It made that battle even better, though.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
And it's one of those songs that, when you're driving in the car and that's playing, you got to make sure you're not going 100 because it's very easy. It's very easy just that you want to hit pedal to metal. It's just, let's go.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
But yeah, we could probably do a whole podcast on the Nier Automata soundtrack if we wanted to. It's all like I said, all killer, no filler.
Now that's a Nier podcast I'll be a part of. I'll be a part of that.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, make some
All right,
notes.
Matt, I think we need to take advantage of that. I don't think I don't think we're gonna get. We're not gonna be able to get Ron to do anything near related otherwise. So take it where we can get it.
Yep.
We'll take
I'll
it.
still skip it though. You don't have to worry about that.
Marcus,
We already assumed that. Yeah.
He just had to do it. Everything was going great.
just by the way, count me out. Thanks, Marcus. Well, just for people to know, we love this soundtrack so much. I went to the piano concert with friend of the show, John 32, and going again next January for the orchestra version. And Matt, Quag, you were going as well.
Yeah, I'm
Georgia.
taking my wife, and hopefully she'll still stay married to me afterwards. So, yep.
If she likes music, it's going to be okay.
She does.
Yeah.
I'd say that jokingly. I even told her, I'm pretty sure you are going to enjoy it. So
Yeah.
That's you know what's really funny? I'm supposed to go with John 32, but January 2027 is really hard to plan for because he did mention he's like I might have to travel, and I'm like, okay, you're plan A, and because we bought the tickets, and I was like, plan B is I'll take your ticket and I'll bring my wife, and I remember telling her, and she's like, why? And I'm like, you're plan B.
Why?
I promise. John's plan A, and she's like, well, can't you find someone else? And I'm like, no.
No.
Can't you find someone else?
Wait, does she not
she's
does she not like music?
She's like, I'm just gonna sleep, and I'm like, you can take a nap. She likes music, but to dress up, to go down to North York.
True.
And she's like, I sit here with a bunch of dorks listening to crying to music and stuff like that. I'm like,
Nerds.
yeah, these nerds.
Nerds.
I'm like, please.
you can take your oldest.
No. He's not old enough for that yet. No.
Oh, okay.
I don't think so.
All
people
right.
people cosplay. People cosplay for Nier
Oh,
concerts.
yeah, well, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, we went to the concert. If anything, John and I were underdressed in the sense that we weren't enthusiastically dressed. We just
I
wore
can see
regular
your
clothes.
wife giving you the side eye when somebody comes by.
I see why you like this
Yeah,
sound.
it's A2 or 2B. Then it's really going to be. She's going to be like, okay.
This
Damn,
makes
Ron,
sense.
I
now.
made a mistake.
Especially the A2. Whew.
But yes, Nier Automata, definitely on my list, and I'm glad
Great
it's on
choice.
other people's list too. Thank you.
We knocked out quite a few there. Marcus, what do you got?
So, probably as not a surprise, my list is pretty indie focused. I was thinking,
Shock. No.
big shocker here, right? I was going through all of my favorite soundtracks and trying to come up with this list, trying to narrow it down to 3, and I tended to gravitate towards games that weren't narrative heavy. I think, as I mentioned before, I feel like games or soundtracks that I tend to really latch onto, I'm focused on gameplay, and the music is more center stage because there's not a big story component in my face, as it's not as central. So the music kind of like fills that gap a little bit for me. And it's not that these games don't have stories, but they're not necessarily the reason you play the game, or at least not, I don't know, they're not the reason I play the games. And the first one that I wanted to mention, I doubt any of these games are going to be on any of your list. I know at least Matt has played this game. I'm not sure anybody else has. Celeste. The Celeste soundtrack.
I'm not gonna play
is no, I know
that
you.
Soundtrack's a banger, though.
The soundtrack is so damn good.
It's good.
Really?
It is.
Agreed.
Okay.
Really, really, really good. I got that one. I've got a 6 LP vinyl of the Celeste soundtrack. It is phenomenal. So Lena Rain does the soundtrack. She has done a few in the gaming space. She's also done the soundtrack for Chicory, which is also fantastic.
Okay, I do like Chicory soundtrack. Okay.
Yeah, you could definitely see the influence, like the through line there, the DNA of that. And anyways, there's a handful of tracks that I really love. First Steps, which is kind of like that first level soundtrack, really gets you kind of into the music and gets you into the game. Resurrections is a really good one. Scattered and Lost is a really good one. I don't know, especially like a game like Celeste, you're playing sections over and over and over and over again, right? And so you have to have something that's enjoyable about that. Like you have to enjoy the actual gameplay, but like having the really catchy beat that's accompanying this is really super important, I think, for the overall experience. And I think that's what, one of the aspects, I guess, of the Celeste soundtrack that I really, really enjoy. Yeah. It's good, right, Matt? At least I've got one.
I forgot at how impactful that soundtrack is. Yeah.
I'm more surprised that Matt
you
played
brought it
it.
up.
I am shocked by this.
I think he did all the assists, right? You didn't play it straight.
Oh my god! After like 4 levels, I'm like, no thanks. Let's just get through this. Get through the story.
So you didn't play the game, is what you're telling me?
Oh, I did. You can fly, and you're invincible.
No,
that's right.
You didn't play the game. Shame on you.
Yeah.
Yes,
shame.
You can stand on the spikes. You're OP.
Oh
yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Fantastic story. I had to see it through.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, I started off by prefacing this by saying, like, not story focused. Celeste does have a really good, impactnot narrative as well.
Very impactful story.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just watch the
Let's Play then. I'm not going to turn off all the assists. I'm not doing that.
It's a try. You might like it. Come on.
No, thank you.
Good. No, that's a good choice, Marcus. That is an excellent soundtrack. And I didn't realize same person for Chicory.
Yep.
Also good soundtrack.
Okay. I wouldn't expect that to have a great soundtrack. Okay. I didn't see that coming.
Good pick, man.
Very nice. All right. I think we're at the top of the order. JB, what's your next one?
Whoa, conductor. Right. Wait a minute.
I was going to say, yeah.
You going to skip yourself?
Yeah, no, mine was Near Automata.
Was it? Is that you don't have another one you want to sub in? Or you just want to rock with that?
Oh, okay.
Menage a trois?
Well, okay. So, being king of the Xenobabes, I'm sure it doesn't surprise any of y'all that I'm going to be choosing a Xenoblade game.
Which one?
Yeah, I mean that's honestly it's the tough one, right? Because I mean they're all great, and I actually really enjoyed X. I know a lot of people don't like that
just
as much.
Just combine them. That's what I did. Do it.
One full experience.
Are we allowed?
Full experience.
Hey,
I did it with
Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, so go for it.
I could do that, but I won't. It's going to be Xenoblade 2.
The right
I feel
answer.
like
Good.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I feel like my enjoyment of that game is mostly with the soundtrack. Not that the story is not great, but man, my favorite song in general. I think I've actually seen a lot of complaints online that it's played too much. The song is called Counterattack. Apparently,
it's not played enough, sir. It's not played enough.
That's what I say. That's what I say.
The best song in the entire soundtrack needs to be played
100%.
more often.
100%. But you see a lot of complaints that they play it like on every interaction, and maybe they do, but I'm turning it up to 11 every time, regardless.
Exactly. Hell yeah.
Again, do not drive while listening to the song because you probably will get pulled over. Not speaking from experience. but I can't choose another song off that soundtrack. There's many to choose from, but Counterattack is one of the GOATs, one of my favorites, and really makes it's probably the reason why, one of the main reasons why Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is one of my favorite games of all time.
All right.
That when they use that song, quite I mean, yes, they use it quite often in the game, but like every time they do, though, it's like during like these epic moments of the story and epic battles. It's like JRPG like at its peak with like bombastic animations, battles, the storylines going bombastic, and it's a bombastic song. Like it's like JRPG peak, like absolute. Doesn't get any better. Thank you so much, Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Agreed. Good pick,
Throughout
man.
the awesome guitar riffs with it. I mean, it's just love it. Absolutely love it. Well, appreciate you all giving me the opportunity to go ahead and share that with y'all. So I apologize if I skipped myself. But JB, what do you got next?
All right. I'm not going to say the one that I was going to say. I'm going to leave that for last.
Okay.
Nobody should take that. God, I hope so. I'm actually going to say Kirby Superstar Ultra.
Ooh,
okay.
Kirby Superstar Ultra was probably my like introduction into Kirby. And I feel like this is kind of a very similar thing with a lot of these songs as it is, as I said, the same thing with the Ocarina of Time songs, where Gourmet Race, Dynablade, Meta Knight's Revenge, like all of these songs are such like staples in the Kirby franchise now that, again, when I hear Gourmet Race, that's what I think about. Like, you hear Gourmet Race, you think about that game. You hear Dynablade's Revenge, you hear Meta Knight's Revenge, you hear these songs, and again, it's just the same thing. It's a bop. Like, Gourmet Race is literally one of my favorite like video game soundtracks, period. I mean, songs, period. Like, I love that song. And plus, Meta Knight's Revenge got a Grammy. So I'm just saying, you feel me?
Wow.
All right.
You know, but no, I love that game. I love that soundtrack. Again, I can see myself with my little Game Boy SP playing it and just like loving every second of it. And again, just a soundtrack that I can listen to over and over and over and over again. So,
all right, man.
Yeah.
Nice. I like it.
Good
Ron, what you got?
It's funny that JB brought up Jet Set Radio earlier because Jet Set Radio is on my list.
Wow.
Well, I gotta pick some things that everybody doesn't always talk about. Of course, I could talk about the Final Fantasy 7s and all that would be there. But Jet Set Radio, I don't think enough people talk about Jet Set Radio. Because aside from the fact that the game was just fun as hell, Dreamcast era, whether it was, Let Mom Sleep is great, Humming the Bass Line, Moody Shuffle, that whole soundtrack that plays while you're playing that game. Marcus said he likes things that got a bop to it. That's all Jet Set Radio is from beginning to end. That is all that game is, and that soundtrack it really just kind of just gets you going. You're running around, you're skating around, you're tagging stuff, and you just got these tracks in the background, and it just keeps you just wanting to grind and just work the score up because it's just that element to it. That game does not work without that soundtrack, in my opinion. Jet Set Radio. Had to call that out because that is a great soundtrack. I think enough people do not talk about Jet Set Radio. That's one I definitely had to throw out there.
Ron is just shocking the heck out of me today. I was not expecting anything that you've mentioned to come up.
Hey, I got can't do the usual suspects. Got to
I guess, yeah, that's awesome. Yeah.
Trying to pick all the ones we weren't going to guess, huh, Ron? Keep us on our toes.
Well, it's working.
It is working.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Matt, what do you got?
I think if I don't mention this game and this soundtrack, and people are like, "You guys are doing an episode about video game soundtracks. You didn't mention this." Like, we thumbs down and tomatoes and pitchforks. Okay,
tomatoes.
This is one of the best gaming soundtracks for sure. I wouldn't say of all time, but it's definitely like when you think of music, video games, you gotta talk about Persona 5 Royal. One of come on, that is such a banger soundtrack.
That was gonna be my last one. Damn it.
Hey, just jump on in, man. Like, you know, if you haven't played Persona 5, it's a fantastic JRPG. Incredible story. Gotta play the Royal version, all right? Because if you play the base version, it kind of ends off weird from what especially when I looked up when I did the Royal version, I got the real ending, and then when I looked at it, I was like, oh, I'm kind of curious what the base ending was. And I saw it, and I'm like, if this was the base ending that I got, I'd been kind of cheesed because this is kind of lame-zos. So play the Royal version that has the true ending. But anyways, it's a JRPG that's just oozing with style. That's what this game is all about in terms of the animation, the characters, the flair, and the music is an essential part of Persona 5's identity. Like Last Surprise is it's one of many battle theme songs, but every time it comes on, I'll put the controller down. It's turn based. I can just sit there. I can just watch them, you know, and I just listen to the music. I love it so much. And you got to grind to JRPG. Put that song on for me. I'll just pop. This is great.
Any of the Lin tracks will work. Any of them.
Yes, it's just so damn good. And I haven't played Persona 3 Reload. It's been in the backlog too long. I've heard it's a good soundtrack, a different vibe, but I think it's a different story. I think it's much darker. Whereas Persona 5, I mean, there are some darker tones to it, but it's more upbeat, and that soundtrack elevates it. It matches that. Ron, you like Last Surprise? You like Persona 5?
Hey, all the Lin tracks are great, but Behind the Mask I really like a lot. That is such a smooth track. And Regret, the piano version, is fantastic. That is an amazing version of that song. Yeah, man. Persona 5, that was, God dog it. Yeah, it's just a great soundtrack. Like you said,
right?
Even when they first started the marketing campaign for that, instantly I was like, okay, what's going on here? The intro track, the Wake Up Get Up, that, like I said, Lin kills it. Golly, that is a fantastic soundtrack. Persona 5 is just
crazy trailer.
Killer soundtrack.
I remember Delroy when he was trying to persuade me to the game. He's like, "Watch this trailer," and I'm watching. I'm like, "Well, this is like so much flash, so much flare. Like, this is overwhelming. I gotta check this out." Quag, you played Persona 5, so surely the soundtrack was on your list then. Surely it was.
He doesn't seem very impressed.
It was not. It was not on my list. I will say the soundtrack is probably one of the better parts of that game.
Okay.
And what's very helpful with the soundtrack, it is a very long soundtrack to help, accompany that very long game.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Come on.
That's not a long game.
Yeah.
It's not a long game.
There's no bloat. You need everything in there.
140 hours? That's pretty long.
That's rookie hours for a Japanese RPG. That's fine.
None of it's bloat. You got to date everybody. You got to make those friendships. Come on.
Ron, I played through Xenoblade Chronicles 2 in 140 hours, like twice. So, no.
Are you saying Xenoblade 2 is better than Persona 5?
Yeah.
No, we're not going to do this here.
That's a different episode, guys.
Move on past Quack. Mute him, whatever you got to do, and go. Marcus, please.
Different episode. Go ahead, Marcus. Come on.
So I wanted to say, I guess for my second one, this is one of Ron's favorite games. So I really enjoy indies, as we've said. Retro kind of inspired. I don't go back and play a ton of retro games as they were, but I like the retro feeling games.
Oh, you troll. I know what you're about to do.
I love the Messenger soundtrack. The Messenger soundtrack is really, really cool. Done by Rainbow Dragon Eyes. There is 2 versions of every track.
Cool.
A spoiler for the Messenger? Should I say this spoiler, Ron? Is this too?
Yeah. Everybody who is listening, quick Messenger spoilers. So
quick Messenger spoiler.
About 2 minutes or something.
Yeah. So basically, about halfway through the game, you go back in time, and I think it's back in time. Up until that point, you're playing in 8-bit, and so the soundtrack is 8-bit. You go back in time, everything, the graphics change to 16-bit, and all the tracks are remixed to 16-bit. It's fantastic.
Pretty cool.
It's so cool. And yeah, I mean, again, just bop after bop after bop. They're just like one after the other. My favorite is the Beneath the Tides. It's in the Sunken Shrine. So if we could play that underneath right here, that's what we're gonna do. Sunken Beneath the Tides, please, Matt. And it's just really good. I mean, the same artist also did Sea of Stars, and they're in the same universe. So there are there's again remixed tracks when you visit same locations. I don't know. It's just really good. I love the kind of I needed to have something that was like very 8-bit, 16-bit kind of era style music, and this kind of rises to the top of that for me.
I had a feeling you were going to choose that, and the soundtrack is good. I'm not gonna take that away from that.
Appreciate that.
Disclaimer: that is not my favorite game. Everybody. I thought it was okay.
Did you finish
Second
it?
favorite game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you finish The Messenger?
Yeah,
I didn't finish it.
No, I pretty much was talking to Marcus like while I was playing.
I didn't even know you tried it, Matt. I didn't know you tried it. Yeah. Okay.
There's hype, and I was just like, meh. And then I stopped. You're making me feel bad because I don't remember the soundtrack. I might feel like I need to go back.
Oh, the soundtrack was good.
Yeah.
Probably played like 90 minutes, and then I was like, no thanks.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Bounced early.
Yeah, he sure did.
I'll check the soundtrack again. I'll go back. It's getting high praise. I'll go back for the music, not the game.
Is it because they didn't have an easy mode? Is that what happened?
Obviously.
Probably.
Come on. This game's too punishing. No thanks. Respect my time, please. None of us are good gamers here.
I didn't find
Not
it
all
to
of
be
us have time
punishing.
to get good.
It was just very old school, though. That's for sure.
All right. Well, thanks, Marcus. All right. I think I have my last one here. Not my favorite, but I think it's one that maybe y'all won't have guessed from what I picked. It's Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance.
Oh wow, no.
I'm not surprised.
I know that's one of his
Oh.
favorite games. I was not
that
expecting that soundtrack.
But I don't know that soundtrack. Please
Okay.
tell me about
Yeah,
it.
well, usually when I sing its praises, it's more of like because of its Bayonetta like combat, but the soundtrack. What I tried to do in the pre-show was actually try to run to the other room to get, because I actually do own this CD, but it's in my car, and I decided not to go get it, so I do apologize. But maybe if we do this again, I can edit it in post and put that CD up there. But yeah, like this is a like hard, like metal ass soundtrack, and probably my song that is not my favorite, but I'm gonna pick it because it's the very first song in the entire game, and the song probably comes in 90 seconds to 2 minutes. I mean, this is something that they from the jump they are getting you locked in to the soundtrack. It's Rules of Nature. So what I really want to try to do with this by basically advertising this at this point, hard to believe, 13-year-old game, is I really want people to play this game. It's a fantastic game, just it's fun. Like I said, with the Bayonetta like combat, but this soundtrack is just, it's fantastic. I probably should not have it in my car because, again, like I guess that's my theme. You know, Marcus talking about like he likes the bops. I like the stuff that's going to get me in trouble with the cops.
Sir,
like
how many
this is just.
have you got?
You're asking too many
Well, my
questions.
lawyer has told me not to answer that.
Quag.
Oh,
But
man.
you know, yeah, I guess that's just me. As I like when things go to 11, where it's high intensity,
Okay.
and yeah, just play Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. If you won't, then go listen to the soundtrack on YouTube. But it's fantastic.
Okay.
It's one of my favorites.
Okay. Interesting.
I guess
Rules
I'm
of
glad to end up
Nature.
playing this since Quack keeps talking
Yeah,
it up.
first
I guess
song.
eventually I'm just
He
going to
does
and
talk
purchase
about it a lot.
He does.
Yeah. Just very curious.
Some of the
about it,
best boss battles, accompanied with some of the best boss themes.
Okay.
man. All right.
All right, JB, what do you got?
All right. This was my number 2, quote unquote, pseudo. But, and I didn't mention the game earlier, Billy Hatcher and the Giant Egg.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I have done enough talking about this because my episode with Seth on his podcast was about this. But I will sing its praises again because it's the same. I want people to go play this game.
Do it.
It's not the best game. It's fun. I want a second one though, so we're advocating. Everyone needs to go online.
The sequel is going to be tough.
we need to get this sequel going. This is my petition to get this sequel going. But I love this game. It's a childhood game. One of my favorite things about this soundtrack specifically, though, is that there are like 3 or 4 songs for each world, but they all connect. So if you're listening to all 3 of them at the same time, they literally all loop into each other. You know, my favorite one is the Sea World. So it's the 3 songs, Passionate Silent Seas. Don't remember the other 2, but all of the songs connect and loop into each other. Even the way that the songs are made, each world obviously has their own like separate themes for each thing. Because the way that the game is played, it's a day. There's day levels, there's night levels, then you have your boss battles. But again, I just love this game so much. It's like the soundtrack is this weird mix of like electronic music, hip hop, funk, jazz, bossa nova music, like all these different.
Really, all that in the Billy Hatcher game.
It's all in this one like weird little. I love this game. I love this game.
I didn't get to all those parts. I guess I tried it. And I bounced from it pretty quick.
I love this game so much. It's one of my favorites. Again, I'm advocating for the second one. I don't care what nobody says. I'll die on that hill.
If you can do the soundtrack for it, then I'll back it as well.
100%. This is the game I want. If Sega needs someone to do the soundtrack, I got you. Don't even worry about it. But yeah, no, it's even if you don't play the game, I recommend you just go and listen to the soundtrack. It's really good. It's a really funny. It's a funny song in there with a bunch of Japanese kids that are just spelling giant egg for like the theme song. But it's like it's a catchy little song, and then it got little like chicken clucks in between and stuff like that. It's good. It's good. It's good music. It's good music over here. You know what I'm saying? It's good music. It's good music. So yeah. Go check that out. Yeah.
Nice. All right, Ron, what do you got?
It's going to be Mass Effect. Specifically the soundtracks from 1 and 3.
Whoa! Are you just doing a one full experience?
I did a one full experience with Kingdom Hearts, so why would I not do it now?
I guess I'm just so confused that you're just. Is this a troll? Is this a troll episode from Ron?
When it comes to music, the one full experience, I will throw that right out the window. I have no problem.
Wow. Okay.
One full experience works. Yeah. See?
Wow.
You gotta get everything in there because sometimes it's the whole thing. So the Mass Effect main theme. I love sci-fi shit. Everybody knows this. That Mass Effect theme nails that whole sound down to a T. That gets you hype. It gets your blood boiling. And then they get going with the Mass Effect theme. Uncharted Worlds. That was a good little one. The end of the game. The end credits. M4 Part 2. Fantastic track. And those are all on just Mass Effect 1. But then Mass Effect 3 has, I think it's Leaving Earth, and I think it's with it. End Once and For All, something like that, I think, for the end of that game. All of those tracks are fantastic. There's a lot of things that I'm probably forgetting, but Mass Effect definitely got to be on my list. Yeah, brilliant stuff.
Nice.
I don't remember the soundtrack at all. And I don't love Mass Effect.
I don't either.
What?
I feel like I need to go back. No, it doesn't stand out to me at all. The game does. I love the game. I loved all 3.
Man, nah, they got some cookers on there. Whoa, no.
I gotta go back. Interesting. No, I don't. I can't
Especially
even imagine.
for M4 Part 2. I mean, when that starts kicking in at the end credits and that shit starts thumping, like what?
Marcus is shaking his head like me. I'm like, I don't remember the music.
It's been 20 years, so.
And I'm the forgetter.
Has it been 20 years? Has it been?
Damn.
I played on PS3.
Well, sorry, I'm thinking of Mass Effect 1 because that's really the only one I liked. But yeah, was that 2007?
You didn't like 2?
You didn't like 2?
Mass Effect 2? Come on, man.
I mean, it was fine. I think 1 was better though.
Fine?
I think he's not wrong. 1 actually had the better story. 2 had the better gameplay. 2 was not.
I was gonna say 2's got the gameplay.
Yeah, 2's gameplay.
Yeah, but I feel like Mass Effect, like it's all about the story and like the actual being an RPG. I felt like Mass Effect 2 is basically like, oh, do you guys see what this Gears of War is doing? Let's copy that.
That's a fair critique. I'm just gonna say, like, Mass Effect 1 shooting mechanics were like jank. Like it was.
No, they were.
I pushed through for the story, and I was like,
Yep.
this covering shooting is pretty rough. And I got to 2. I'm like, okay, this is a video game again.
Yeah, but he's not wrong. He's not wrong.
I know.
I don't remember the soundtrack. That I'm being very serious.
Yeah, I
Like,
honestly don't either.
I don't
even
remember
the
at all.
one I liked.
I don't know how y'all don't remember that one, but hey.
I'll go back. I'll take a peek. I'll take a listen again. It doesn't stand out at all.
True story.
Right, thanks, Ron.
I played Mass Effect 1 on probably a 13-inch CRT in 2013 when I was living in Cairo. It had just come to
This is 20 years
PlayStation,
ago.
and I remember I pulled like the chair right up. I was like probably like 3 feet from the television, so I could see it on this like terrible resolution. So it's not surprising I don't remember the music because I was so hardly focusing on the screen so I could see what the fuck I was doing.
Understandable. Oh man, that must have been rough. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah.
Were you able to finish it like that?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Absolutely.
okay,
Yeah.
shit.
Enjoyed it.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Hey man, yeah,
Committed.
it is what it is.
Yep. I think I actually have a photo of
play.
that somewhere. Yeah. I'll see if I can
Please
dig
do
it up.
Find
Yeah.
it, please. I
Post it
would
in the
love to see
Discord.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to put that in Discord.
Yeah, got to see it through.
All right. Matt, what do you got?
I saved this one not because it's my favorite, but because I was quite confident nobody else was gonna mention it. It's Super Mario RPG, whether it's the OG or the remake.
Wow.
And
That's a solid pick.
Jazz.
That's a solid pick.
Jazz. I did some research. I did some homework 5 minutes before getting on the call for this. Did some homework. Jazz. Take this. Same composer as Kingdom Hearts.
Yep.
Am I incorrect?
You're right.
Yeah, it is.
You're right.
Same composer. Look at that.
Yoko
Yoko,
Shimomura. Yep.
wait a minute, Yoko did this?
Yep.
What?
I didn't know that. I didn't know that until I was doing
Yep.
research.
I
No,
love Super Mario
no, no.
RPG. I didn't know that Yoko did
Yeah.
that. Oh man. Oh
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, she did.
Oh.
So yeah, it's just
She's brilliant then. She's brilliant.
she's brilliant.
Wow.
Like Super Mario RPG was my introduction to RPGs, and you couldn't have asked for a better one. Like Nintendo charm, Square Enix mechanics, combat. At that time, Square Enix composer, like just perfect RPG introduction for me. And obviously, that's what got me into the genre. But I remember very distinctively just how impactful the soundtrack was when they announced the remake. And I'll never forget that direct. They showed Princess Peach in the SNES graphics, and I was like, "Oh, great port! Give it to me. Take my money, Nintendo. Fine, I'm all for it." And then, bam, HD graphics. I'm like, "Oh my god, you really? They're doing it after all this time?" And then the music kicked in, and guys, I started crying. It just brought me back to being like 11, 12 years old, like and being in my parents' basement and just being lost in this RPG adventure. And all the memories came back of being in the summer and playing and meeting Mallow and Gino, and just the music was such a huge component. Like I think the song's called like "Fight with Monsters." It's such a simple title, but that's just one of the battle songs, and it's just so catchy. And like the animations are so catchy. Like the move sets in Super Mario RPG are so ridiculous, but it just goes with the music, with Mario, with the story they're telling. And I can't imagine that experience without that soundtrack. And yeah, it was just I did laugh quite a bit when I was doing research. I was like, oh, Jazz will be happy. Kingdom Hearts composer. That's my one.
I didn't know that
praise for
either.
it.
And in Super Mario
Yeah,
RPG is one of my goats. I did not know Yoko was great. I did not know she
Right?
did that.
The
Damn.
goat.
She killed it.
Yeah, she's one of the goats for real.
It's such a good game, such a good soundtrack. Just it's like a warm blanket that just hugs me when I listen to that soundtrack. It just makes me feel so warm and fuzzy inside. Just nostalgia memories. Love video games, love music, but yeah,
Nice
Super
pick,
Mario
man.
RPG. That's rounding out my list, friends.
All right.
Nice one, Matt. All right, Marcus, what do you got?
So JB earlier had mentioned that he really likes orchestral music in games, and I do too. And so I knew I had to include this. And we talked about these aren't going to be ranked lists, so this isn't my number one, but it is kind of my number one. And I grabbed it here. I don't know. Let's see.
Oh, Hollow Knight. Okay.
Hollow
Hollow
Knight.
Knight.
Hollow
Nice pick.
Knight is fantastic. honestly, I listen to it now and I still get chills. It takes me back. The music is so like haunting, I would say.
Yep.
You are like this little, I don't know, this little guy like going into the depths and discovering like the history of this world. There's these bugs. It's scary, but it's beautiful. And I love my favorite track. It might be my favorite any musical track on any video game I've ever played. It's called Green Path. I don't think that this is like anybody's like on anybody's list, but I love Green Path. It starts out, you can feel the life that's in this, because when you enter this area, it's the first kind of green area that you experience in the game. There's life there, and it starts out, and the music, it starts to swell and it ramps up, and man, I love that track. It's filled with bangers though. The Hornets track is really good. I really love the Mantis Lords. I don't know. I think like a good soundtrack for me has very distinct tracks, and this really does too. You really get because the game, the areas are very visually distinct, but the music really also is distinct too. And I don't know, Christopher Larkin is the composer. I have yet to play Silk Song. Actually, I played it for about an hour, decided it was a little harder than I was looking for at that moment. I'll get to it at some point. I've heard the soundtrack for Silk Song is also very good. Looking forward to it at some point. But yeah, Hollow Knight, man. Hollow Knight. So good. Yeah, one of my faves.
I've never heard any tracks from this, but now you have me intrigued.
Yeah, it's very good. JB, I heard you nodding along. Are you familiar with Hollow Knight? Do you know?
I'm familiar with Hollow Knight, but I actually haven't listened to any of the soundtrack.
Okay.
So you telling me this, I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to go check this out for sure. Because that same thing that you're saying, like that relatability to it, where it's like you're remembering certain songs, remembering certain areas. That's how I am with Kingdom Hearts. So I'm like, okay, bet I'm gonna have to, definitely gonna have to check it out.
Yeah.
I think I might have been too focused on not trying to die that I don't know if I really picked up on that. I did abandon Hollow Knight.
Okay. I didn't know you played it at all. Okay. I didn't know that you
I didn't know you played it.
I can't remember how far I got. Not very far, but
it's a big game too.
I'm just not good enough. So, and I'm okay admitting that. But nice choice, Marcus. All right. I think that was everyone. Does anyone have any other soundtracks that they want to share before we actually do have some questions about the topic, but just wanted to make sure I didn't miss anyone.
I'm gonna list honorable mentions.
I got a long list.
Okay, I got some quick shouts too.
Yeah, I got some quick shouts.
All right, JB, go ahead.
Let me go. Okay, my quick shouts. I got Super Mario Sunshine, my favorite 3D Mario. Unpopular opinion. Don't fight me.
I thought it was good.
Did not see that.
I love Super Mario Sunshine. That's my game.
Wow.
Another 3D Mario, Super Mario Galaxy. Love that game. I'm going to save this one for a later question, but Sonic Unleashed.
Really?
And I'm also going to say Sonic and the Black Knight. That's also connecting to something later. And the one that's like a really weird, Minecraft. I love the Minecraft soundtrack.
I was
did not see that coming at all.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love I have the Minecraft soundtrack on vinyl. So, yeah.
Nice.
Really? All right.
Super Monkey Ball is good. Okay, I'm not going to get too much into it. My fault.
I'll throw out quick shouts. Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy VII, of course.
Thank you. Yes.
I got another one that I'm going to save for a question that comes up later. And then also God of War, 2018.
Solid.
Good pick.
Nice, Matt.
Yeah. Nier Replicant. Very similar to Nier Automata. Another one is Red Dead Redemption 1 and 2 when American Venom comes on. Like, one of the especially that moment in Red Dead 2 just really builds up to that moment. I did mention Persona 5. I think there was one more I wanted to talk about, but it's off. I can't remember. Oh, Night in the Woods had that's a bop. As Marcus described. It's just, that's got a nice soundtrack.
I actually can't remember the soundtrack.
I don't remember it either.
Yeah.
I don't remember it.
Yeah.
And I love that game.
Yeah, no, especially when you're going through like the city and stuff like that. Like it's got a decent soundtrack, so definitely check that one out. I mean, this might be cheating, but like Tetris Effect has like a stellar soundtrack, especially with the visuals.
Really? Okay.
Coming
It's
in.
crazy. I wrote Tetris as an honorable mention, and I was like, I'm not gonna say it because it's too stupid for me to like jokingly say.
That's your soundtrack.
Tetris
You
is
should have
fire.
listed it.
Tetris is fire.
No, listen, I'm very envious of people that can play Tetris Effect in VR because like even I was already getting like lost in the experience with like the visuals and the music. And like if you blast the music and if you turn the lights off, like and you're just
Yep.
into the zone, I'm like, this is amazing. Like just all the graphics, and I'm like, man, I wish I had a PSVR too. But yeah, those are my mentions. A lot of bangers.
Tetris Effect is great, and I'm actually like a level or two from beating it, and it's like on my. I need to finish it, but yeah, good one, Matt.
It's very good.
Marcus, you got any honorable mentions?
I do. One I wanted to is kind of special to me. Cult of the Lamb. When my son Miles was, who has hearing loss, but he wears hearing aids sometimes. At least he was at the time. He used to come running whenever I would play this. He would come running into the room to listen to it and dance. So that was always going to be special.
Okay.
The composer of this tragically passed away just last year, young guy too. I think he had a heart issue or something like that, kind of out of the blue. His name was Riverboy, or at least his stage name was Riverboy. Really sad story, but fantastic soundtrack. Chicory, I mentioned that. That's a great soundtrack. Citizen Sleeper 1 and 2. Amos Roddy, I know Ron, you enjoy this. Very, very good.
Nice call.
Very good. The Ori games, both Ori games. Gareth Coker, fantastic. Death's Door is very good. Nobody Saves the World is very good. Hades, frankly, everything by Supergiant is great. It's all done by the same composer, Darren.
Oh, really?
Darren Korb. Yep. And the last one, Shovel Knight. You like a good retro? Shovel Knight is very good.
Yeah. Good pick.
Nice. Well, apologies. I brought my 3, and I didn't bring any more, so no honorable mentions for me.
Quiet doesn't like music, guys.
Yeah.
Damn. All right. Well, why don't we do some of these soundtrack-related questions? You should play Final Fantasy VIII. His question. Sounds like you guys already know. What do you all think is the best video game soundtrack of all time, and why is it the soundtrack to Final Fantasy VIII?
Is it actually a good soundtrack?
Boo,
Like, I know
tomatoes.
There you go. Slay. Boo, slay.
Oh yeah, the soundtrack sucks too, eh? Oh jeez,
Sucks too, yeah.
Poor Dave.
Get that out of here. Hey.
Really? Okay, that sucks. Okay.
I haven't heard it.
Yeah,
so
I haven't
I
heard it.
noticed it.
Final Fantasy VIII's claim to fame is the intro. That's it. That's cinematic, and after that, it's over.
Wow.
Damn.
Sorry, dude.
Sorry, Dave. All right, Ryu. Question time. Do you have a favorite video game composer? And if you do, what is your favorite track they've done?
Kaichi Okabe from Nier Automata and Nier Replicant, and if I'm expanding it to the Nier universe and not just Automata, I think Song of the Ancients is a good one too, and that's used in both games, so that answer is valid, technically.
Technically.
JB, you got one?
I wrote 3. I'm gonna make it quick because I've mentioned 2 of the people already. So Koji Kondo, obviously Song of Storms, that's my shit. Yoko Shimomura, but I actually did want to bring up a track that we didn't mention. One of my favorite DS games, Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story.
Oh,
she did
so good,
the
dude.
final boss battle song.
Okay.
She did the soundtrack for that game?
She did the final boss battle song. I don't know if she did the whole soundtrack.
Oh,
but that
my
final
God.
boss battle song,
Yoko, come on.
Damn.
I remember playing it, and I was like, why does this feel so familiar to me? Because if you listen to it, it sounds like a Kingdom Hearts song. Like, easily. You can listen to it, and you would... That's what I thought originally. I was like, they just took a song from Kingdom Hearts, whatever, cool. But then I realized, like, oh no, she did the song. Oh, I love that song. It's
She
such a
already
good
had her
song.
up on a pedestal now, but now, man, it's like, okay, now, like, damn,
And again,
okay.
Bowser's Inside Story is my favorite Mario and Luigi game. I love that game. So to get all the way to the end, I'll replay the boss battle just to hear that song.
Damn.
And like, oh my, I love it. But my little sleeper pick I'm gonna pull out, which is technically 3 composers. Crush 40 does a lot of the Sonic songs.
Okay.
I'm specifically gonna say Night of the Wind from Sonic and the Black Knight. I love that song to death. I know it by heart. I want to learn how to play it on guitar. That riff in the very beginning just gets me hyped. Like
Okay.
talking about speeding down the street, listening to a song. That song. I am going 180, blasting Night of the Wind, like easily, no doubt.
I'm gonna need to check it out, JB. Thanks for the recommendation.
It's such a good song.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Damn.
Very nice.
All right, Ron, you got one?
I do. My goat, Mr. Uematsu. Advent Children. People feel a certain way about that movie, but The Promised Land is probably one of my most favorite tracks of all time from anything video game IP related. Everybody knows that I love orchestral stuff, the choir. Like Matt says, songs that you feel. I sit there and feel things with that song. It brings tears to my eyes every time I listen to it. It's everything about it. Everything about that song. It's fantastic. He has made a million great tracks, but that right there is just the magnum opus for me, personally. Love that track. It's absolutely fantastic.
That's Ron. All right, Marcus, you got one?
I don't know if I have one. I would probably go back to Lena Raine. If she is attached to any game, I'm automatically interested in the game, regardless of what that game is, just because of the music. So that's probably it. But yeah, I don't have it quite. It's not quite the Uematsu that Ron said, or these kinds of composers. But yeah, probably Lena Raine.
Okay.
You have a favorite track of hers that you can think of?
I really like Resurrection from Celeste. That's probably my favorite.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So my favorite composer would be Yasunori Mitsuda. Does the Xenoblade games, of course.
Okay.
And I think the favorite song of his, "Where We Used to Be," which is basically the title
Good
screen,
track. Yeah.
from Xenoblade 2, and mainly because that song is sampled or like a motif throughout the game, and especially like once you hit the ending and it just kind of wraps back, it just gives me chills thinking about it.
I did not know that
beautiful
Mitsuda
song.
did that soundtrack. I might have to listen to this because he did the Chrono Trigger, and that's one of the goats. So okay.
Yep. Check it out. All right. Oh, and Ryu's got another question here. What game has had your favorite OST from the last 5 years?
Ooh, that's my backlog's big, so it's like I don't always play games that are necessarily within 5 years. Was Xenoblade Chronicles 3 within the last 5 years, Quag? Is that like 2022?
I think
It
so.
was 4 years ago, so you're
You
good.
got in there.
Okay, I'll save pick because I really like it's just all jumbled in terms of like the games I've played in terms of when they were actually released. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 also excellent soundtrack, very good. There you go.
Nice. Okay.
It's a good pick.
Yeah, nah, that question for me was also like a little hard because I had to really like think back to what
to dig
games
into it,
actually
yeah.
came out within the past 5 years.
Yeah.
And it was funny because like a lot of the games I played, I was like, okay, these are good soundtracks, but I couldn't think of anything that stood out until, and this is kind of going back to one of my other honorable mentions that I didn't mention, Splatoon 3. Specifically,
Oh,
the Side Order DLC.
Okay.
Oh my god. I love the Side Order DLC soundtrack. It's one specific song, and I have yet to find it, and I'm going to find it, that was playing during the DLC that I just can't find the name of it. But oh my gosh, every time that song came on, I got so happy because it's just such a good track. It's like this really dope mix of, again, hip hop, electronic, literally just two things that I love. And like, it fits so well within this like dystopian world that's already like in for the Side Order DLC. Oh my god, it's just such a good track. And the DLC itself is already like a roguelike thing, so you're going through doing these stages over and over and over again. So it's this thing where you really need a good soundtrack to like be that background for that, and it was perfect. I loved it.
Damn. You know who might be able to
Nice.
find that track for you? Marcus's best friend Claude. Just saying.
oh,
He's not my best friend.
easy.
No, I hate that guy.
That's good advice, though. Cloud could do it.
Oh shit.
So I don't know if it's my favorite in the last 5 years, but certainly one that I played recently that I really, really dug. The shout out to Cole, aka the Good Sir. We played this actually on Tiny Game Chronicles. The soundtrack to a musical story is really, really, really good. I know Sumit played it, and he really loved it. Yeah, it's kind of like a very like a late 70s or early 70s, I guess, kind of like rock, jazz, kind of experimental music of that time. The game's a story about a band, so the whole album is what do they call like what do they call the type of album that is like a theme album, like I'm such an idiot. We have to cut
term
this
you're
out.
looking for.
Anyways, basically it's like it's kind of like it's telling a story without any lyrics throughout kind of the life of this band, right? Concept album. It's a concept album.
Oh,
Thank
okay.
you.
Concept was the word. I didn't know if that's what you were thinking of. My fault.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. I didn't explain it very well. So yeah, it's a concept album, and so like, I don't know. It's really, really well done, and I really appreciate Cole bringing that one to the show so we could talk about it because it's really good, fantastic.
Okay, I remember y'all talking about it, but I didn't think about checking out the soundtrack. But
yeah,
I guess I'll have to listen. Sure.
Nice. I think I'd probably pick Xenoblade 3, but since nobody said it, I was actually going to give Claire Obscure some flowers.
Yes.
Pretty
Good. I'm surprised that hadn't come up until now. Very
I
good
didn't
one.
want to sit there. I mean, everybody talks about that one. I wanted to purposely leave it off. I mean, everybody knows E33.
Everybody knows that's a good soundtrack.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Nice pick, though, Quay. Nevertheless, good to shout it out. I'm going to go with Elden Ring. That whole soundtrack just kicks to me, but Elden Ring right from the jump gets you ready with that main theme. As soon as you open it up, you boot it up, that main menu comes on, the strings automatically start building the tension, and then the drums go so hard in that damn song, and as soon as they come in, it just kicks your shit in. That is just great stuff. That track alone lets you know that you're about to get into some stuff in that game. Brilliant. Probably one of the, I'd say, top 5 main menu tracks ever.
Nice run.
Hell yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, Ryu, again for those questions. Black Wyver has a couple for us, or a few for us. First one, what is the most memorable video game soundtrack that doesn't use original music? Need for Speed Underground 2 is one of his favorites.
Need for Speed Underground 2 was good. I'm going to go out with Burnout Revenge, though. There was quite a few tracks on that Burnout Revenge soundtrack that was really good to me.
Was that 3?
I think it may have been. I think Burnout
I really
Revenge
like
may have
Burnout
been
3.
I know Yellow Card, Fallout Boy, Avenging Sevenfold. Shit, man. All American Rejects. There was a lot of tracks on that one. That was a lot of heat on that. I'm always going to remember that one. Burnout Revenge was a great game, but that soundtrack was really killer.
I got 2.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. It's good.
Oh,
yeah, go ahead, Marcus.
I've got 2. So, one, you guys are never going to guess this. Never, never, never. Madden 2005. I still hear Franz Ferdinand Take Me Out, and that takes me back to that game because that's the intro. I used to play that game.
I forgot about
all
that. Damn.
The time. That's the first thing that came to mind for me because that I cannot hear that song to this day without not thinking about Madden 2005. Anyways,
I think I had that one. Wasn't that Michael Vick on the cover?
Ray Lewis. Ray Lewis is on the cover of that one.
Maybe I'm thinking 04 then. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good one, though.
Yeah.
Damn. I'm a little bit shocked about Madden coming up. Whoa.
I used to play it. I was sports, primarily
Madden
sports
was the shit back in the day.
video games back in the day. Anyways,
okay.
More recent, Hi-Fi Rush. Hi-Fi Rush has some original music, but some licensed music. Very, very good. Black Keys song is I can't remember the name of the track. It's one of their big hits, but it's kind of like the one that's mainly featured on the trailers and stuff. Very good.
Nice.
Excellent game too.
I haven't played it yet. It's on the backlog though.
I'm never playing Hi-Fi Rush. That's like a rhythm-based game, right? The combat's based on your timing for rhythm.
Correct.
Isn't it?
It's very forgiving though. Yeah.
There you go.
I have no rhythm. A challenge
fine.
accepted. I'll show you.
Right.
I'll show you.
I think
there's
there's like a bunch of difficulty levels, like 5 or 6, and
There you go.
Yeah, you'll be
Challenge
okay.
accepted.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
No, literally like negative rhythm. Negative. Not even 0. I have less rhythm than possibly imaginable.
Jesus.
Matt, it's like pairing in Resident Evil. You just got to feel it. You got to feel the music. You're good.
I can't feel the music. I can feel when to suplex grannies as Leon and to Paris. I can't feel the music. No, I can't do that.
It's not just music. There's so many visual cues as well. Like everything in the environment is beating to the music. So there's a lot of visual cues too, which helps.
Okay, now I'll consider it. I mentioned it before, Vice City. Can't imagine that game without that soundtrack. But yeah, I love Vice City. So definitely still my favorite GTA. Just, I mean, it's cheating because it was my first one too. But yeah, just driving down like on the beach, the sunset. Michael Jackson's playing in the background. It's perfect. Just such a good feeling, such a good vibe. Can't imagine without it.
Nice pick.
Nice.
So, I am gonna go with Def Jam Vendetta.
Nice pick, man.
So I love the Def Jam series, Vendetta specifically, because you got NORE, Nothing, Bring the Pain, Method Man,
all the Def Jam
all the DMX tracks. So yeah, that's my shit. I love that. I love the game.
Nice, man.
Obviously, I love the songs. You feel me? So yeah.
Damn, nice.
I'll have to go with Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1. I played the crap out of this.
Okay, you go for 2. Okay.
Yeah,
nice.
I played the crap out of it on N64. I was very excited, of course, when they remade it. Unfortunately, I bought the wrong version. I did get it for Switch, and it's not a good version. Very choppy. So I'm hoping that maybe it'll get a good sale on Steam, but I'll definitely pick that up. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever played 2. I haven't played 2 even on the one I bought.
Okay,
but,
yeah, 2 is usually
like
the one that people always shout out for Tony Hawk soundtracks.
Yeah, that's all what I always hear too.
Yeah. Okay.
There you go. Shout out 1. All right. And then question number 2. Is there a soundtrack that actually diluted your experience from the game? And why is it Kingdom Hearts?
See me, you my guy, but you wrong on that. you on a spaceship for real.
Soundtrack I dislike.
I was ready to come in here and agree with Sumit. Not that I've played Kingdom Hearts. I don't know the music. I was just going to play into the joke, and obviously I've been
now
informed
we're surprised, Marcus.
that
Yoko's the GOAT.
Incorrect, apparently.
All of y'all would be wrong. Yoko is the GOAT.
Sour jerk. Oh, I got one. A Resident Evil 1 OG, the director's cut. For some strange reason, there's a certain section. Marcus, do you actually know what I'm talking about?
No.
Oh, I was like, you're nodding. I was like, no way.
That's interesting. Okay, I didn't think you were going to go with Resident Evil. Okay, let's go.
Well, the director's cut, for some strange reason, does it different music, and there's one section that people call clown music because that's what it sounds like. It sounds like circus music when you're going, I think, through the kitchen, and it's like, what the hell is this? And it's because the rest of the soundtrack, it's like, eerie, kind of like soft and undertone. And there's just this one part where it's like horns blaring, like on trumpets, and you're like, "What the hell is happening?" And it came it's just out of nowhere. It's out of the left field. It's like, why? Everything else about the director's cut is good because they added some different features, but this was like, no. It's to the point where everyone says, and the director's cut, as in like the green one, I think that says like greatest hits. Everyone says like, don't buy that version for that stupid song. Get every other version besides that, because that's how crappy that song is. And I believe if you play it on PS Premium, that's the version. So if you want to check it out, you can. That's the one.
No thanks. The review you just gave, no thank you.
It's just one part of the game. It's just like, it's just out of nowhere. It's like, who said yes to this? Cloud music, circus. Why?
Damn. Okay. I've never ran into a game. I think that I've had anything like that happen.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can't think of any game that I've played that's like,
and I don't want to run into anything like that. Like, please keep that away from me.
Yeah, I feel like either I really jived with the music, or I just almost forgot like what the music was.
Literally,
yeah.
But I can't think of anything that's really standing out where it's like, that was awful, and now I'm turning it off. Yeah, sorry about that, Black Wyver. All right, last question he has. If you could have any artist, non-video game, create a soundtrack for a game or use their existing catalog, who would you choose and why?
Hans Zimmer, because he's that
that's
fucking
dude. That's a good one.
Yeah,
good pick, dude.
He has a range, man. I mean, you could pick so many different things that this man has done and worked on, and it's just his range is crazy. I mean, stuff that you hear in Inception is not going to be stuff that you hear on Interstellar. It's just wide range. He just does so much. Hans Zimmer, there would be nobody else that I would think twice. Like nah, that's got to be him.
Ron, can I blow your mind real quick? So, I have young kids, and we were watching through The Lion King, one of the Disney goats. He did Lion King.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Yeah. And
really,
of course, I'm listing off what Ron's mentioning, like Interstellar and all these like Nolan movies, and then I'm like, wait, Hans Zimmer did 1994 Lion King. I mean, granted, it's a great movie, great soundtrack. I just did not think that was the same guy. But you're right; he has a great range.
Gladiator. I mean, like I said, you could list off a lot of stuff, and you would be like, "Shit, I didn't know he did that." Like I said, man, that dude's he's that guy. He is that guy.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm stealing Ron's answer too.
Ron.
Yeah. Hans Zimmer.
Yeah.
Can't get any better than that.
It's this one little artist. Their name is PME.
I knew it was coming.
Yes. Yes.
Besides myself, I can't pronounce his last name, but his first name is Ludwig. It's the guy who did the soundtrack for Sinners. He's done the soundtrack for a lot of the Ryan Coogler movies, but he's also the music producer that helps Childish Gambino with a lot of his stuff. So it'll be really interesting to see the direction that he would go in with something, because he's a very multifaceted person. Like, he's dipped into a lot of stuff besides even doing stuff for Gambino.
He did something for Creed,
didn't he? Stuff. Yeah, he did stuff for Creed, all that other stuff. So again, very multifaceted person who's worked with a lot of people who I already rock with. So I'm like, that would be dope to see whatever he could do. So
yeah, okay, man.
Nice. We get everyone. Marcus, did you pick one?
I haven't. I was trying to come up with something, and I was thinking Hi-Fi Rush was on my mind. I was like, who could lead the sequel to Hi-Fi Rush? And I kept coming back to Dave Grohl. I feel like Dave Grohl could do that poppy rock kind of. He collaborates with lots of people. I feel like that would be a good fit for Hi-Fi Rush too. So
yeah, that'd be fun. Get that Foo Fighter energy in there. That's fine. Yeah.
Nice. All right. So I actually do have another question here from Jazzy. I think I was trying to loop the what is your favorite soundtrack questions together. So his other question was, what is the gaming soundtrack that resonated with you the most and why?
Persona 5 for me, mainly for the fact of just that's one of those soundtracks where you can sit there, whether you're traveling somewhere, whether you're at the house just relaxing, whether you're cleaning the house, you could throw that on and you're going to run into a bit of everything on that. And like I said, it's just great. Like I said, most of the Lin tracks, especially, just man. If you're into any kind of that music, it's gonna hit for you. So Persona 5 covers a lot, but it just has that. This is a certain sound, and it matches so many different vibes that you can have, throughout a day, depending on what you're doing. So that was my pick for that one.
Nice.
I mean, I've already mentioned it. Like, Nier Automata has just got such a wide range of genres and music, and I mentioned like he does different versions of songs, like in terms of like quiet versions, dynamic ones. But yeah, there's 8-bit versions, like when you're hacking and there's the mini games. He'll do like 8-bit versions of those soundtracks too. So it's just different versions of different types of songs, and that entire album is just if I'm gonna pick one, so no one's surprised, it's gonna be Nier Automata.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, for similar reasons, mine's Hollow Knight. So not really, kind of already been into why, but yeah, that one really sticks with me. So
I feel like I already said it being Kingdom Hearts, but to switch it up just a little bit, I'm gonna go Pokemon.
Okay.
I feel like
Right.
it's very like
Good
a lot of those
choice.
songs. Again, the
Yeah.
whole memory thing. You go back to
Mhm.
a very specific time when you were playing that Pokemon game or whatever the case may be. Like I always think about X and Y because that was my first time buying my own Pokemon game, and like me and my best friend literally stayed up all night running through the entire game, and then the next day we sat there and completed the decks. So again, just it's a great soundtrack. Any of the Pokemon games have great soundtracks, truthfully. Like,
Okay.
So
Nice. I'm probably going to go with Xenoblade 1, and kind of similar to what Ron was mentioning when he was mentioning one of his favorites, like where he just like put the controller down and just listen to it. I actually would start, Xenoblade 1, get to the title screen, and literally just listen to it on loop a while. And, didn't know it then because I literally just started playing it, but come to find that then it basically kind of be one of my favorite franchises of all time. So I think that song in particular really stuck with me.
All right.
Hold on.
Right,
one that I wanted to mention real quick because I just thought about it randomly when I said Pokemon. Undertale. Toby Fox. I feel like no one mentioned it, and I feel like that's a good one
remember the soundtrack
to mention.
for that one.
Oh my gosh. Megalovania is the shit. King Asgore's theme is so hard. Bone Trouser's really good. Spider Dance, like, oh my goodness, it's such a good soundtrack. And it made me think about it because Toby Fox does music for Pokemon now. So for him to just make this one little indie game and now he's, in with that, it just makes me happy. But Undertale is a really, really good soundtrack. Really good soundtrack.
Yeah, listen to the soundtrack, don't play the game. That's all.
Marcus.
Oh, damn.
I really don't like it. I know.
I'm going to completely disagree with Marcus. That game was hyped up a lot, and I thought it was just okay. So I'm kind of with Marcus on this one. But I'll listen for the soundtrack, JB.
Yeah.
I'll
Soundtrack's
go
hard.
check it out.
Soundtrack's hard.
I got you.
All right. Thank you, Jazzy. Kiku, what was the first video game soundtrack that you truly remember noticing, and why did it stick with you?
I already talked about this. It's Super Mario RPG. I mean, prior to that, like I've played other Mario games. Like they kind of went with it, but Super Mario RPG was such a magical experience, and I just remember that soundtrack standing out more than like Super Mario World, Super Mario 3. Like that one just really like all the songs and just what's happening with the characters and the story. Yeah, it's such a special game to me. It really is.
Okay.
I've got two again.
Okay.
Super Mario Brothers 1. I mean, it's iconic, right?
Yeah,
like,
It is.
And so, like, I can't remember the last time I played it. That's just imprinted on my brain.
About to say, yeah.
And then the other,
everybody.
similarly, right. Everybody who plays video games knows that. Everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And Tetris, similar, right?
Okay.
Yeah,
The original
nice.
Tetris. Yeah, absolutely. The same thing,
Good
know
call-outs,
those
man.
tracks. Yeah.
I'm probably going to take JB's original answer and Ocarina of Time. I think that's just when I really started noticing and appreciating video game music.
All right. I'm going to say Final Fantasy VII OG, of course. My first PS1 Japanese RPG, first love, I guess, of just like, damn, this could really just be an amazing experience. But it would have been Chrono Trigger, I think, if I had played it back when I should have played it in a Super Nintendo. But I'm kind of glad I played it a few years ago because I'm not sure I would appreciate it maybe as much as if I had played it on Super Nintendo at that age. So, Final Fantasy
What's your favorite Chrono Trigger track, Ron? As an aside,
I enjoy the Battle 1 theme is great.
I like Robo's theme. Robo's theme is
cool. I like Memories of Green and The Secrets of the Forest. There's one I'm forgetting. It's bothering the shit out of me. Is it Corridor of Time? I think it's called Corridor of Time. That's another one I like. That Chrono Trigger, yeah.
It's
God,
very
that
good.
soundtrack is so great. Yeah, like I said, I'm glad I played it a few years ago instead of playing it back when I should have on Super Nintendo because I think I was able to appreciate it way more, I think, now than then. So, yeah.
looking forward to playing that for the first time this year.
Good. I hope you enjoy it, man.
Are you planning on playing it this year?
It's installed. Yep.
Yeah, I hope you enjoy it.
You gotta let me know when. I need to play it again.
Oh, man, have you not played it?
He's tried
I have tried
it
twice.
Yes,
I've tried
remember
twice.
this,
Really?
Yes.
Oh, man.
So the first time, Nintendo lawyers, please don't listen. It's playing on my DS, and I did not have the appropriate version.
Oh.
So
I
some of
see.
the games, so some of the games I had would crash.
Oh.
That would be one of them. That was one of them, and
Okay.
I was enjoying it. And then I think I tried last year or 2 years ago, again on my DS, and I bought the legit version. I bought the Japanese version because you can just put it in English.
Mm-hmm.
And after playing on Switch for so long, to go back to DS, like this is a really small screen.
Okay.
But
You can play it on
I'm
Steam.
looking. Well,
You
I'm not
can,
gonna.
yeah.
I'm not gonna play like that. I'm inquiring ways to play them. I have the copy of the game. I'm working on something to play so I can play properly. It's not gonna be on Steam.
All right.
So you let me know when, because like I said, when I played the first time and I got cut off, I was pretty pissed off because I was into the game.
Okay.
I was into it, and it just crashed, and I was like, so mad.
I don't think Chrono Trigger is going to crash your laptop, Matt.
It's not.
But I don't like to play on my laptop. That's just
I get you.
it's just
I
not
get you.
comfortable. No.
I was a little bit worried
Okay.
at first when you said you had to play it twice. I thought for sure that you were saying that you didn't like it, and I thought that was going to be the end of our friendship. Thank God.
The second time I was like, I'll be back into my DS. I could do it. But I was just like, this is so small.
I was about to say, damn, man, we had a great run.
So I do want to try it for the third time. Let me know, Quag. Let me know when.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to y'all doing that.
If I do have three that I'm going to quickly go by. Billy
Go for it.
Hatcher,
Take your
as
time.
I said, I love that game down. I've already explained my love for it.
Mm-hmm.
Two others that I just wanted to shout out: Super Monkey Ball Deluxe.
Okay.
I very vividly remember hearing the stage select song, and I was like that's an example of me putting the controller down, just letting it rock, and then walking away.
Okay.
And then Sonic Heroes. That's another Crush 40 song that I can hear the first 4 bars of that song, that drum loop that starts out with that boom, boom, da, 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 da. I can hear it right now. And then they go into like this hard ass riff. Oh my gosh. I love the soundtrack for Sonic Heroes. So yeah, them 3 definitely would be the ones.
Nice,
man.
All right. Well, those are all of our video game soundtrack questions. Did have one other, still is kind of somewhat music related. Another one here from Jazzy. Do any of you find rhythm games are actually easier to play on harder difficulties? For me, this doesn't apply to all of them, but stuff like Guitar Hero, I'm much more comfortable on hard mode because I struggle when the notes rhythm I'm playing doesn't match the notes rhythm I'm hearing. Makes sense.
Does it?
I was going to say, disagree.
I think this is an insane take. Like, I think
I agree.
Yeah.
I
don't
completely
know.
agree.
Playing on easy is easier.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
For
That's
Guitar
a
Hero?
fact.
Yes.
Yes. There's less buttons to press.
Okay.
Have you not tried it on the hardest mode where it's like press all of the, like, it's ridiculous.
Hell no.
I need like 20 fingers.
Guitar Hero
I can't
already
do
had enough
this.
tension for me. I was about to raise it up to the highest. Are you
Exactly.
crazy?
That's right.
No,
I got 5
am I the only
fingers,
one that played
Jazz.
expert on Guitar Hero?
Yes.
Good for you.
I think it's
Yeah.
hard, but it's not easier than easy.
Wow.
Okay.
I kind of understand what they're saying though. If I
Okay.
can like kind of explain it from a music perspective.
Yes,
so
please.
Please.
for me,
Please.
it's harder to play on really easy because I want to play what I'm hearing. You know what I'm
Fine.
saying? So when they simplify the notes and only give me like certain ones, or whether it be like the first beat or the third beat or whatever the case may be, I can hit it, but I have to slow myself down compared to me hitting the notes that I want to hit. You know, it's a weird little thing. You know what I'm saying? Like if you hear a hi-hat, which most of the time is like instead of hitting you want to hit every single one.
Yeah.
If you just hit like the first, second, and fourth, you have to think a little bit more about it. So I understand where they're coming from. I definitely do.
You
I
putting
understand
it
what they're
that way
Yeah,
You
for
don't
me,
give
that's
Give
what
him
it
an
is.
out. He doesn't need an out.
Oh my god, JB, Marcus doesn't understand. I get it that you now that you have explained.
Okay, we right there. It's okay. It's okay.
Marcus.
Oh god.
Oh God.
Oh my lord.
It also
mercy.
depends on the song, though. I will say that much because I play DJ Hero, and sometimes I'm like, man, we're just gonna do this on easy because this is too much. This is way
never
too
played
much
that
for
one.
me to do.
Like, no,
Is
no
it-
thanks.
is
And
it-
then
is it
Mike
hard?
talking about doing it on
I've
expert.
never
I'm like,
tried
hell
God,
no.
it's so hard. I love
It
DJ Hero.
is,
Though.
eh?
It's so fun, but it's hard. It's
Interesting.
really hard.
I always wanted to try. Damn.
I guess I'm just shocked. Like, not a lot of Guitar Hero people, or just everyone plays on easy.
I mean, I've
I
only
mean,
played
it's
it
easy.
with a friend's house.
I played it
It's
on
like
hard.
all the time.
I played up to. I
Maybe
got
like
up to
a
hard.
normal.
Yeah.
I play normal. Okay.
Yeah.
I
Like,
believe
but
I
I'm
also
not-
play
but I'm
hard.
not an expert.
Yeah, I play hard
Okay.
on certain songs, not all of them, but certain songs.
Okay.
Yeah, Quag, you're the one who's the expert on that one for sure.
Definitely not expert though. Yeah.
You
I'm
and Jazz
envious.
are the experts. All right.
Yeah, take that award. Congratulations.
Yeah, I was trying to show off when I was up in Toronto, but the guitar at the bar was like completely jacked up, so didn't work.
Oh, that thing's disgusting. That's not the same. No.
How disgusting.
Well, it's like at a restaurant where everybody gets their hands on it.
Of course.
It's like
yeah.
those public places,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it's
Nobody
fine.
cleans those
You
things.
can play with the greasy
Yeah.
buttons. It's gonna be all right.
Oh,
Surely,
the buttons aren't
surely
being
they
slides off.
cleaned it off. They clean it.
Clean.
right.
They clean it.
Ugh.
Actually, that's probably why the buttons don't work, is because they were, spraying them down with like disinfectant,
Oh.
like after every time.
You're putting
and messed
faith that
messed
they
it
actually
up.
clean it. Okay.
Yeah, no, that's a lot of faith.
You ain't lying.
They spit shine that motherfucker.
I'm just saying,
That's
those
about
buttons-
it.
There you go. I'm lying to say.
Look
You
good.
got the old dude in the back up there just
Oh,
quack.
man.
Anyway, Jazzy, I feel you. I think you're right. So, all right. Well, that was all of our questions. JB, thanks again for coming on the show. Please
man.
plug your stuff. Where
Yeah.
can people find you on the internet?
Again, thank y'all for letting me rock out with y'all. I enjoyed myself a lot. Y'all know, anytime
This is
y'all
great.
need me to pull up, I got you.
course,
Easy.
of
Just
course.
let me
Yes.
know.
Of
You know what I'm
course.
saying? La Familia, you feel me? If you do want to find me, for the most part, it's gonna be PMEJIB, some variation of that. You can stream all my music on Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, whatever whatever streaming service you use. Just look me up, PME. You'll find a beautiful black man like me sitting in that little portrait. You feel me? I just dropped the album 2 weeks ago for the company I work with, the Hoodlands. Hoodland Mixtape Volume 4 is out. So yeah, just rock with me anywhere you can. You dig?
Awesome. Appreciate it, JB.
Thank you.
Ron, where can people find you on the internet?
Savoy Prime on all of the things. Blue Sky, PSN, Steam, Backlogged, True Trophies, PSN Profiles.
Not Xbox? Xbox is coming back.
Oh yes, they are.
Let's not.
Now's the time.
I don't want to offend anybody today. Let me try to behave myself.
We're all friends here.
Damn.
Come on. Jeez.
We are all friends, but everybody apparently doesn't feel the same way about Xbox and a little too sensitive about it. So we're gonna leave it. We're gonna leave it be.
We'll leave it
Damn.
there.
Matt, where can people find you?
You can find me apparently on Nintendo's most wanted list for playing bootleg DS games. Otherwise, you can find me as Nagachaka on Blue Sky and the BFAM Discord.
Marcus?
You can find me on Blue Sky at Marcus O'Neill 79, and you can find me on the other two podcasts that I do. Hype Factor, a fantasy critic podcast that I do with John 32, monthly show, all things fantasy critic, and Tiny Game Chronicles with our good friend Michael. Cover a tiny game every other week, and if either of those sound interesting, we would love for you to check them out.
Yeah, Marcus is also doing an AI tech podcast as well with Claude.
That's me
coming
and
soon.
Claude. Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Stay tuned. All right. Well, The only place you'll be able to find me is in the BFAM Discord. However, if I do find my Metal Gear Rising Revengeance CD, I may be in the back of a cop car for speeding, but otherwise, that's about it. All right, y'all. Well, you have just experienced episode 7, the Brothers from Another Mothership podcast. BFAM, y'all.
BFAM.
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 BFAM.